Hello, everyone. My name is Jana Gardesi, and I just performed a miracle. That is sitting in this chair. You may not think of it as such, but many of us live our lives blissfully unaware of the delicate nature of our bodies, each system working in harmony with each other to ensure something called homeostasis and subsequent life. However, my greatest obstacle arose when the body I always presumed to be invulnerable began showing signs of weakness. My name is Jonna Gardesi, and I am a senior at Shrewsbury High School. I have a lot of health issues. That includes muscle aches, skin sensitivity, migraines, and well, something that falls under this confusing term called chronic pain. When I first encountered the feeling of crippling pain seizing my body every day in the forms of cramps and muscle aches, I told myself I should be strong. I disguised every ache with a perfect smile and painkillers, and I pushed and pushed and pushed my body past the pain to keep up with my peers, who were seemingly unafflicted. Before long, however, my facade began to crumble, and so did my perception of self. I thought myself to be weak. This is the experience of many of those living in the chronic pain community, experiencing its daily tumult every single day with little to no respite and no answers. My very own mother has multiple sclerosis, MS, while my younger sister has ulcerative colitis. My grandmother has angina, and my best friend has endometriosis. My teacher has kidney stones. I began with a question upon seeing my friends and family members haunted with pain on a daily basis. Why do we all struggle to feel supported, believed, and treated effectively? Over the course of my capstone, I explored that question through research, community outreach, deep reflection, and a project that I will continue working on and take with me for the rest of my years, Beyond the Ache. Beyond the Ache was an homage to my community's resilience and strength, as well as a culmination of lives spent unheard and unseen. As the project grew, it became much more than research, though I did develop a website to share educational resources and personal stories surrounding chronic pain, hoping to make medical information much more accessible and relatable. I interviewed various chronic pain specialists to learn about the clinical side of pain management, but I also spoke with people in my community living with chronic pain to better understand the emotional impact of feeling misunderstood or dismissed. Listening to their experiences changed the way I viewed healthcare and advocacy. I realized that sometimes people are not only searching for treatment, but also validation and understanding. Wanting to expand the conversation, I created surveys to gather perspectives. I realized that there is stigma surrounding chronic pain, and there's also a lack of knowledge. I use social media, particularly Instagram, as a platform to share this research, educational content, and stories that encouraged empathy and discussion amongst my students and peers. One of the most meaningful parts of the project was teaching classrooms about chronic pain and the science behind it. Explaining complex medical concepts in a way that connected with others taught me that education itself can be a form of advocacy when working with my community. Through Beyond the Ache, I discovered that my passion for science is deeply connected to my passion for people. My own personal excitement for biology is fueled purely by lived experience and a deeper connection to my community and what they go through. People do come first. Together, we make a mesh of diverse, unique experiences that ignite dreams and inspire action. In education, I hope to continue medical research in labs to uncover answers and engrave myself into a community of like-minded peers. I hope to continue exploring the nuance of pain and creating space for open, vulnerable conversation. I hope to stay committed to my personal values of authenticity and empathy when sitting across the desk from a patient as a doctor. I want my patient to feel seen, heard, acknowledged. The experience of pain isn't an invisible one. We exist. And in nurturing my own personal quest for knowledge, I hope to leave a lasting impact for this community and more. To close off this, I want to give a quote from somebody I had an interview with. She has chronic shoulder pain, and as a result, she had to stop her passion, which was swimming. Something I wish more people knew about living with chronic pain is that it isn't just pain. It's a reinvention of a life that sometimes can never be changed, and all it takes is a little bit of understanding. Thank you.